Hello, in this video we're going to do a word problem that has to do with finances again. Harry invested $5,000 at 5% annual interest rate. When will the investment be worth more than $10,000? Clue word here is when. They're asking for time. They're asking you how many years is it going to take for $5,000 to become $10,000 if I invest them at 5% annual interest rate. So here's the formula you need to use for this. A is equal to P times 1 plus R to the T power. Okay, let's look at our variables. A would be my final amount, or the total amount I'll have at the end of the investment, so that would be $10,000. P is the principal amount, which is $5,000. That's the amount I started off with in the bank. 1 plus R, remember R is your interest rate, but R has to be written as a decimal. So you do that by dividing by 100, which is 0.05. So 1 plus 0.05 raised to the T power, and in this case, T is what we're trying to find. So let's simplify this a little bit. 10,000 is equal to 5,000 times 1.05, because 1 plus 0.05 is 1.05 raised to the T power. Now notice that I'm trying to isolate T. T is the exponent of this base right here. So this is an exponential function right here. So I have to isolate this term. That means leave it alone so I can try and solve for T. To do that, I need to divide by 5,000 both sides. And when you do that, you have that 2 is equal to 1.05 to the T power. Okay, how do we solve this? Well, when you have an exponential and you want to solve it, you have to try and do logs. You can do log on both sides here, or you can change this exponential form of the equation to a logarithmic form. I'm going to do it both ways so that you see you have both options and you do whatever is easier for you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do log both sides. So I'm going to write log of 2 is equal to the log of 1.05 to the T power. Remember, when we have logs and we have exponents, I can bring this exponent T, I can move this exponent to the front of the log. So now this will become log of 2 is equal to T times the log of 1.05. And now I can solve for T. To isolate T, I need to divide both sides by log of 1.05. And T is equal to, and with your calculator, you are going to look for the log of 2 and divide by the log of 1.5, and this is what you get. When you look for the log of 2, you get 0.3010, and when you look for the log of 1.05, you get 0.0212. You divide these numbers and you get that. T is equal to 14.20. The question was, when will the investment be worth more than $10,000? Your answer should be more than 14 years. That's how long it's going to take. Okay? The other option that I wanted to show you for solving this, right at this step, you could have done what we did, log, or you could also do this. I'm going to move over here. You could have done, let me write it, 2 is equal to 1.05 to the T power. You could change this exponential form to a logarithmic form. So 1.05 becomes the base of your log, and it's being raised to the T power, so this equals T, and that will equal 2. And you can check 1.05 raised to the T power is equal to 2. There it is. You can do this just to make sure that what you wrote is equivalent to the exponential form. Okay, and once you have it like this, and you want to use your calculator to solve it, most calculators will not have a base 1.05 log for you to use. Usually calculators just bring a button where you can use log of base 10. So we would have to use the change of base formula to change this log into a base 10 log. And how you do that is you can take this expression and you can change it to a base 10 log. And the way you do that is you write the base 10 log, or log base 10 of 2 divided by log base 10 of 1.05 equals t. And if you notice, this expression is equivalent to what we have right here. You end up having the same thing. The only thing different with this option is you have to remember the change of base formula. Okay, and t will equal 14.20 years. Or t has to be greater than 14.20 years or more than 14 years. Okay, so there you have both options. I hope you understood. I'll see you in class.